Alrighty, folks, we are back. We're back with more Dark Tide. I just realised I've not looked up what today is. Let's have a quick look at what today is.
Today is the 22nd.
Today is the day I eat a meal deal live on stream.
Woo!
Ooh, how exciting.
What'd you get in the meal deal?
What is your favourite meal deal? Maybe that's what today's question
Yeah,
is.
fuck it, let's just go with that. What is your favourite meal deal?
Oh, fuck.
So, do you want to start, Ron? It's your...
No.
I'm eating.
Leave me alone.
Okay, start with Tom. We'll go backwards.
Oh, balls. Who am I? What am I? I am. My name is. This week.
Oh, hang on. There's no AJ here to tell me that I fucked the volume up. So I've just checked the volume. It is fine now. Go again, Tom.
Nice. My character's name this week is Anna Schwartz, a roguish Grey Warden, no nonsense, and crossbows. My favourite meal deal.
Yes.
Oh boy. Usually I go for the like anything that is a triple sandwich. I ain't got time for these double sandwiches. No. Triple sandwiches is where it's at. I usually like to have something with bacon. Although, so a BLT or one of those chicken and bacon ones. Crisps are usually what I go for as the side. It's either got to be Quavers or McCoy's cheese and onion crinkle cut crisps. And some form of lemonade as the drink is usually what I go for.
Fair enough. Right, Amy?
Hi, I'm Amy. I play Ruth Yusuf, our Dalish elf healer. Favorite meal deal? Oh, it's been a while. I don't really pick up meal deals much now. But I will say my work does like a breakfast. Fried egg, cheese, roll with a coffee, well, mocha, because they don't do chai latte.
Those bastards.
Bastards!
You know they'd get it wrong.
Well, it's Costa as well, so I would rather have Costa.
Excuse me, why are you running around?
Yeah, fried egg roll with cheese.
Okay.
And mocha.
Okay, fair enough. Eden?
Hello, I'm Eden. My character is Wraith, a mage, mortician, and occasionally a lawyer if the group needs it for whatever reason. Got a lot of stale bread secreted about his body at this point, I think. And my favourite meal deal would be I like the pesto pasta with sun-dried tomato, bag of crisps, probably beef hula hoops, I think, and the biggest can of Red Bull because I'm all about that value.
Fair enough. Rowan?
Hello, I'm Rowan. I'm currently in meal deal. I play Juniper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure at this point. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today.
In fairness, you've probably got time to eat your meal deal while we kind of sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe we just like puppets you along and like throw you at people when everyone's stabbed.
One
Just cuts every now and again to like more cat shenanigans. My character's a cat. If the cat could walk on two legs and had a pair of thumbs to hold daggers with. And favourite meal deal? Jesus. Okay, right. Well, today it is Co-op's pesto pasta pot because I am vegetarian and there are 3 options I can have normally. One is egg mayo. Cress may or may not be included. One is fucking cheese and onion. Horrific, disgusting, should burn in hellfire. Especially if it's red onion. My god, no, horrible. So I'm either then stuck with like the pesto pasta pot or plain cheese. And I am sick to death of egg and I fucking hate onions. So it's a flip-flop on whatever one they've got available. And usually all the meat eaters steal my fucking cheese sandwiches. So I'm stuck with that. And then I like... Prawn cocktail's the best, and hilariously is vegetarian.
Really?
Fake
I did
crab.
not know that.
It
So
tastes
confusing.
great. It's fucking vegetarian. And then I do like my Rubicon. I can drink more of that than any human should physically be allowed to. It means I don't need to stand up and get more squash every 15 minutes. I can get through 3 bottles of that a day.
I do find prawn cocktail quavers addictive.
They're a weirdly Moorish flavour, but they do burn the side of your mouth if you eat too many of them. Or is that just me? There you go, look. Suitable for vegetarians.
Hey! The things you learn. Alright, and then finally we have Mr. Helking.
I'm Helking. I play Fergus Knucklebeak. And favorite meal deal. I don't actually go out to eat enough to know much about meal deals. So I like the cheese toasties out of Greg's. I don't know. It's like a solid choice. Cheese and ham is amazing.
Alright.
So yeah.
Cool. Alright. And what happened last week?
The joining.
We were initiated into the Grey Warden, and poor Juniper has ended up trapped in the Fade.
I still love
Like,
that. That was
coma.
the only one.
Coma/Fade. So Ruth has furiously been going around trying to gather some mages and some lyrium to get a ritual going. Where
What I like most about last time was how desperate we were to not let Juniper just be one hit killed.
yeah, we were like, no,
honestly
we're not
glad.
having it.
Like I reckon any other person would have been like, okay, you rolled a 1.
Yep.
Yeah, that he actually admitted it. It's like, yeah, I would have like ousted a lot of you, no question. Like, if you got
Not the
2
cat.
9s
I think
and
it's half
1
because it's my
15,
actual cat.
Yeah, 9 lives. That's the reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because you have mascot status that you lived. So we rolled several times to try to make sure you lived, and we only managed to get you out into a coma.
Yep.
Yeah, I kept rolling really badly. It was horrific.
You also rolling badly another way in that you kept on rolling, typing in the wrong thing, and it was like,
Yeah.
telling me.
Leaving us all in suspense because you kept typing it wrong.
so-
We're like, oh, come on.
Typing it wrong. It was just worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, for fuck's sake.
So yes, we Ruth is running around trying to get mages and any lyrium he can get his hands on to hopefully perform a ritual where the party can go into the Fade and rescue Juniper.
Alright. Well, we'll take it from there then. So, we assume that Juniper is now in some sort of bed. She's breathing, but she's non-responsive. And Yevon has helped you get some mages together. And a surprising amount of lyrium, which he found in a camp belonging to some of the Tevinter people who had came recently, who you'd given the map to get rid of. So he had a small smattering of lyrium he could steal from them. So the ceremony is set up. How many of you are going into the Fade?
I assume all of us, because we will all meet up with Junie in the Fade.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, not Tom, apparently.
No.
Tom, come back.
Anna's been called on sudden business.
Yeah, because her body, her consciousness is in the Fade, so she'll have her form, like we will have our. It's just a dream realm. We'll all be there. We just have to find her.
Yeah. And avoid any unscrupulous demons along the way.
Just shake a bag of dreamies.
Or something.
Just shake it, shake it, shake it.
Hello?
We have to find
Hello, Tom.
Fade Nip. Fade Nip.
If this thing responded to Dreamies, I would have such an easier life. But this thing, this thing here, doesn't know what Dreamies are. And if you offer them to him, he will look at them very confused.
I want a hug.
And apparently I've told the internet about him, so he has to clean himself now. Alright, we'll carry on from there. So, you're in the sort of main hall area of the camp. Sort of largest tent, which is basically the only real space that's covered that you can perform such a ritual. There's a bunch of mages chanting around a sort of central circle, and there's a sort of shimmering purple portal. What do you do?
All right, everybody. Keep your wits about you. The demons afoot, the spirits too, but you can't rely on them. And everything's going to be weird. I'll warn you now.
Yes, we must.
It wasn't weird before.
Well, depending on how we appear, some of us might be upside down. So, just prepare yourself for.
Oh, don't worry, I can do this. She's like,
Yes, maybe not so many things are weird in there, actually.
Stay.
Yes, we may well have had some unusual preparation for this. Strange, unusual
Yes.
fights that we've seen.
Come to think of it.
I'm glad to be helping.
Ruth's just gonna take him and shove him through.
Dissolved.
Okay, so Fergus is through, the rest of you just following on?
Shrugging, I guess Wraith is going to go, well, I've heard of canaries in coal mines, but after him,
If we're lucky, he'll fall into a fade rift and be gone forever.
I don't want to say that I'm hoping, but, well...
Alright,
Ruth just steps through.
Yeah, likewise.
alright. Is Anna joining them?
Of course.
Okay.
Take up the rear.
Wow, that's brave.
So, all the three of you and Fergus go through. You find, as you walk through, you find yourself in an oddly shaped tavern interior. And as you're sort of standing there, you notice Fergus is standing at the bar. Seems to be talking to another fabricant that seems to be working behind the bar.
Oh god, there's two of them.
Oh no.
Perplexed, Wraith is going to just be like, they're in here too? Is this where they come from?
Well, they obviously dream as well, so of course they're going to be around here.
Yeah, so like I haven't been in my hometown for like a good few years, and I think they'll grown up and moved on, like forgotten me. You know how that's like, right? It's like,
Yeah, I totally understand you. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many of you come home to here. It's wonderful, you should stay.
oh, I didn't remember. I think I was born in like the other realm. I'm glad to find my roots though. It's like really spiritual journey. Like, well, yeah. Oh, sorry, that's my friend. So I'll go. It's nice talking to you. Like, I'm sober.
Bye.
Fergus, what did I tell you? Don't talk, don't... There are demons around.
Oh.
They can trick you. Don't talk to anything, because it might snatch you.
Yes, you must remain absolutely focused. Any mental weakness and they'll just get straight in there.
You have to keep your wits about you. This is very dangerous ground, and if you fall to a demon, then there's no hope for you. There's very little we can do.
What if you're a demon?
Exactly.
What if I'm a demon?
No.
What if?
just
looking around the room.
Just
Is this
gonna
like
stare at it for a minute and just then sigh and then just look around.
Is this an abstract room, or is there like a clear exit? Like,
It just looks like a somewhat seedy-looking tavern, though it's completely deserted. There is a door, basically straight across from where you came in, and there's a door to the side. Looks like it leads to a kitchen.
I want to step over to the door that looks like it might lead outside and pull it open and see what's out there.
As you open it, another sort of like purple shimmering wall appears.
Oh,
Is
seems
that
like
a way
this might
out?
be some kind of interconnected space. I mean, it's the same kind of portal we came through.
Yes.
At this
Probably
point,
another-
from the kitchen, you hear the sound of whistling, and a topless male elf appears with rippling chest muscles and holds two large tankards of ale up towards Ruth and goes, "Ah, you're here. Join us, friend."
We're a bit busy. Maybe later.
No, I'm good. Very good. Right, let's go out the door, please.
Yes, let's try this portal. Good day. We'll just
Sorry,
move
no.
on through.
You walk
It's good to
through,
meet you!
as you walk through the portal, you find yourself basically walking straight back into the same room, but things are slightly different. The tables are moved around a bit, and the barman is now a very angry-looking dwarf.
Oh,
And the rippling elf is not there.
The rippling elf is not there.
The rippling elf.
it's the fabricant now.
The fabricant is not there. It's just a dwarf behind the bar now.
Oh.
At this point, you go, "Hi, you's here for someone."
Yes.
Well,
We're looking for a creature by the name of Juniper.
Juniper. He sort of rustles behind the bar and he pulls out a bottle and goes, "Ah!" and he winks very obviously at you. "Juniper, aye!" And he turns the bottle towards you, and it's a bottle of very aged gin with a quite large mage logo on the front of it. And he goes, "I know who you're looking for. Aye." And he puts it in the bar and he goes, "I'll go and get them." "Oh, aye, I'll go and get them." And he just walks off to the side of the bar.
Can I pick up the bottle and have a quick look?
Mm-hmm.
Is it juniper flavored gin?
Well, it's Juniper Bears who makes gin, so yes.
No, yeah, they're always in gin.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
When I
Sorry,
was naming the
don't drink.
kitty, it was either going to be juniper, mulberry, or maple.
What a nice guy. He's helping us so much.
I was literally
Fine.
looking
Yeah,
for
that's
like,
not the
a
right
book
kind of juniper, guys.
Yeah, but
It's like I'm named
I don't
after
see
a
any
tree.
hair in here.
It's a thought that counts.
So the cat had to be named after a tree as well. That's why she gets called Juneberry.
Hey.
Aww.
I'm not 100% sure what's going on here.
Yeah, well, welcome to the club. Does anyone really know what goes on here?
Maybe it's like characters, and like if we go out the door and come back in, we'll eventually find someone who knows what Juniper is.
Let's wait a moment.
Okay.
Let's see if this character is fetching us a juniper, or if it's just another figment of our imaginations.
This could be a trap set set by a demon that we just
yeah.
entered.
Oh yeah, I use your guys' guidelines for
Well,
like
Juni's-
illustrations. Sorry, go ahead.
Or poor Junie's enthralled by one, or trapped by one, and this one's not wanting to let her go.
Meanwhile, Juniper.
Meanwhile, over in a different part of the realm, Juniper has woken up from a nap and is still chasing the small fluttering creature that seems to be flapping around the room that she can never catch.
Jumps around, lands on it, it appears behind her, she's chasing it again.
Has the sort of small meep sound that a cat chasing a laser pointer has when she catches it and can't find it. Basically, yeah.
She does like the two paws like thump on everything.
It's the two paws that slowly like look like the hands of cards going.
Gonna do little baps? Are you gonna do little baps? Oh, maybe a little bap. Yes. There we go, little baps. Oh, she's on the keyboard again.
Nice cutaway.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, they're looking for you. They're looking for you.
Alright. So we
Strange
cut
being.
back to the bar, and the dwarf has returned, and he goes, I'll be here soon. Do you know anyone that's good at playing music?
I'm afraid not.
All right, well, you'll have to all
Not
sort of
us.
clap along then. It's very difficult to get the rhythm otherwise.
Okay.
For what?
He sort of nods, and about 5 or 6 quite striking-looking elves walk into the room and stand around Wraith, and they go, "We hear it's your birthday."
Oh,
Oh, you didn't tell me it was your birthday.
It's not his birthday.
I'm not sure where you got that, but what do you intend to do?
At this point,
I'm gonna just like I've got some a crossbow on me, and also I have some poison darts. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of poison darts just in case they try anything. I don't know if it'll work, but
all of them sort of reach into their pocket at the same time. There's the sound of tearing, and all of them then strap to being shirtless and start dancing around Ruth, singing "Happy Birthday."
Ruth.
Sorry, Wraith. Yeah, Ruth,
I
yeah.
was about to say.
Ruth, sorry, yeah, Ruth. Yeah, I do mean Ruth. You made me
Oh, you
confused for a
do?
second there.
What is going on?
At the moment now, it's like, okay, right, cool.
He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow.
There's a very, very blushing elf in the middle of all of this. Heavily
understandable.
blushing elf. Just like averting his eyes everywhere, just going, God help me.
Kind of shouting over the top of whatever like their song and dance and everything. Perhaps we should
There
try
is-
the door again, Ruth. What do you think?
There is an almost but not quite inaudible snigger from Anna.
Yeah, you guys were great. Yeah,
forward
and they
and
just
trying to, like,
danced out of the door.
Pushing the shoulders of 2 of these guys to try and get Ruth a passage out. Kind of like,
Just
I'm-
just
yeah.
like
arm up to like
pulling his hood up. He's
And
like,
grabbing
he's
It's-
literally hiding his face. Like,
Yeah, it's
nope,
it's
nope,
like
nope, nope.
Go,
it's,
go.
it's like a convicted murderer hiding their face as they get into the van.
Yep. Again, you open the door and it reveals a shimmering purple portal you're just running through.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everyone, let's go. Come on. Come on.
You run through again. Once again, you find yourself in the same tavern as before. This time, the tables are stacked neatly in the corner. The whole floor is clear, and behind the bar is a rather drunk-looking human.
Ruth's gonna go into the kitchen
Okay.
and hide in the kitchen.
Is there a window that we can open?
There's no windows, no.
Mm.
But as you walk into the kitchen, you see basically quite a lot of delicious-looking food just lying around. You also see quite a large chest in the corner.
I'm gonna open that.
Okay. You open the chest. Inside is a very pristine-looking baker's outfit.
Okay.
Gonna take that.
Yep. Okay, so you have a slightly stripy-looking pair of very fine linen trousers, and you have a very pristine white apron and a very puffy hat.
Can I wear it?
You can wear it if you want.
Can I wear it? He like asks Ruth nicely.
All right, Fergus. You know what? I'm going to humor you.
Just this once.
Just
Yeah.
this once.
He has nothing on, so it's just like he puts it on right there and then, just like pulls the pants up and the top on. And then, does it have a hat, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Now, Fergus. If they talk to you, you have to babble in gibberish, and Wraith and I will speak for you.
I got doctrine in gibberish. Don't worry.
Yeah, but we'll translate for you. All right,
okay.
but not now.
All right.
While you're doing that in the kitchen, Wraith and I suppose Anna, did Anna go in there with them or?
No, I'm still in the main area.
Okay. Kind of in the main area, then kind of looking around a little bit confused still, like we keep moving through to the same place. Wraith turns down and says, I don't suppose you can feel anything about this place. Well, there's certainly something very strange going on. I'm trying to rack my brain for anything I read in any books about this kind of thing.
Can we, as Grey Wardens, can we feel anything?
No.
Okay.
Can I use lore to kind of rack my brain and think, like, is there anything I read about this, people's experiences with the Fade and being trapped in a space, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Do you need me?
If the roll's high enough, if you can explain that,
Okay.
fantastic. Because you've got a far better way with words than I do. Yes. Away you go, Amy.
So, you will know that there are realms of the Fade that are controlled by demons, and they lay traps like these for wandering spirits or mages that they can try and weaken and then possess. Be taken into out of the dream realm into the real realm.
That explains all the naked dancing elves.
And they can in those traps they can have illusions, so like the elves, and they can create NPCs basically and have people attack you to try and weaken you and stuff. And then ultimately, to get out of the trap, you usually have to either defeat the demon, depending on how strong it is, if you can defeat the demon, or trick your way out.
Oh, I see. So trick.
Could I use tracking and see if I can find an alternative exit out of this room? Roll D20.
I wish there was an acting skill.
I guess bluff.
Bluff is probably the closest you're gonna get.
I don't have bluff. Fergus is built like an ignoramus tank.
You follow sort of wander into the kitchens after the two of them. You find a small trapdoor and you lift it up, and as you lift the small trapdoor up, you see a shimmering portal beneath it.
Well, there's an alternative way out. In theory.
Hey, what if we yell into the portals for Julie to come to us?
I'm not sure
that's ridiculous. Be my guest.
I mean,
it's possible. There could be some force directly in control of this space itself that might hinder your voice, but at the same time, it's you, and I don't know what you're capable of.
All right.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Nope.
And just yells into the portal as hard as he can.
Alright.
Should I roll for that? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, do a roll for that, see what happens.
Okay. Oh wait. And I'm doing it. Okay. I swear, I have so many dice spots.
Yeah. Not 28. Fergus cups his hands around his beak and bellows into the portal. After about 30 seconds of bellowing, basically large fabricant that look almost identical to Fergus, only they're different colours, start coming out of the portal. There's an orange one, a red one, a blue one, a green one, a purple one. There's now a rainbow effect of Fergus's all dressed in baker's outfits.
What did you do?
And they're now all they've all taken each other's hands and are dancing in circles.
Oh, I can get into this! And then just joins them a little bit.
I mean, sure, why not?
Also, temperature check. How fucking cold is it where you are? Because I opened a window to air out the room, and I looked at the thing online, and it's -3.
There's frost on the ground outside.
I saw ice yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been.
I think it's still quite cold. I think it was minus
fucking
5
cold.
overnight yesterday or the day
Okay,
before.
but the question is, cuts to Juniper. She hear me?
Nope.
Shall I roll?
No, you don't hear it. At the moment, there's now a room full of very excited, basically copies of Fergus. So as you've seen Fergus dancing before,
Jennifer, a bird.
Everyone stand back.
everyone,
she's not
you've seen
interested.
Fergus dancing before. How excitable he gets! Imagine that times about 15. Because there's about 15
Ruth's
of
like
them
edging along
just
the wall
dancing
to the
quite
door.
happily in the middle of this room.
Just like edging along to the portal. Like, I'm just get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Okay. When we do maybe calm down, does any of the extra Ferguses talk?
No, they don't seem to talk. They all just express quite. They use most of their hands and sort of like they make a kind of. The only kind of noise any of them make is a kind of. And they just kind of are quite excited about seeing each other. They don't seem to talk.
That's a bit creepy, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye, kids, or parents, or relatives, or general variants. I'll see you next time. Great to meet you. And he just like follows the rest of you, like dancing all the way. You know, I don't get why you guys are so scared of this place. It's so fun.
As you walk through the portal, yet again you come back to the inn, and it's almost.
Oh wait,
It's
which
almost
portal
back
did we
the
take?
same as it was. But instead of the fabricant behind the bar, there's no one behind the bar. And as Fergus appears from the portal, there's a conga line of Ferguses following him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no,
Right.
they can travel between these rooms. Oh,
Oh, God.
I get the feeling we're being played with here.
Okay, do we take the trapdoor portal then? Since we'll be
It
taking
seems
the door
reasonable.
portal. Yeah.
Well, we can try it. It's that, or I suppose we can call
we
out
check
to
the
whatever's
kitchen?
in this place.
Can we
See if
check
we can
the
get it to
kitchen?
reveal itself.
Yeah, you can check the kitchen again if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to check the kitchen again.
You walk
Is
into the
there a
kitchen. It's very similar to before, only the muscular elf is back, and this time he seems to be chopping onions.
Oh,
Is the chest still there?
Yes.
Can I open the chest again?
Yep.
is the chest still there? Well, yeah, the
The
elf
chest is
is
still
right
there. Instead of a
thought you
butcher's
said ripping
outfit,
chest.
there is instead a very dark apron and a very large cleaver.
Okay.
Who would be
Take
the
that costume.
baker?
I'm going to take that as well.
Okay.
Oh, who would
Don't
be the
give it to
baker among
Fergus.
us? Yeah.
So we've got a baker and we've got our butcher. We've got a butcher and a baker. Is that what we have?
Wait, is there a nursery rhyme about that? Butcher, baker, candlestick maker? I don't know.
Tinker Tailor.
Tinker Tailor Soldier's Pie.
I don't think that really would be applied here, though, would it?
No,
No.
it's just a strange coincidence. I'm thinking. I'm just like, because I'm always like, check your bases.
As you open the chest, the muscular elf turns to you and goes, "Oh, you're back! It's good to see you again.
What's wrong with you?
Nice onions.
Ah,
Yeah, well, where did I go?
Oh, you went out through that door. I always hoped you'd come back to me.
How long have I been gone?
20 years. I still remember you. I did your picture." And he points on the wall at a very terrible rendition of a watercolor portrait of you.
that's nice.
All right.
It's good to see people invested in the arts. I'm just gonna do that behind his back.
Yeah. Ruth's just gonna be like, I'll be back. Not. And then, like, get out the door.
Okay.
Are we going through the trapdoor portal? Is that what?
Well, we've apparently went in a circle, apparently. So, at this point, it would be adept to take the trapdoor this way and see where that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Well,
Yep. Let's go that way.
Okay. You all go into the trapdoor?
I'll wait for the first wave, as it were, and then just to see what happens.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys, but
That's fine.
Fargus teaches everybody to drink at the elf spa, and be like customers and just like tromp around. and follows the rest of you guys to the trapdoor, unless they follow me all the time.
They seem quite content to follow you, but when you sort of jump through the trapdoor, well, all of you basically jump through the trapdoor. You basically fall into an upside-down version of the tavern you're in now. So you're now lying on the roof, looking up at what would be the ceiling, but
Great.
was basically the floor before, with the trapdoor lying open.
Do we have to do a roll for vertigo?
Don't know. Do you get vertigo?
I don't know. Do we?
Nah,
That's
you're
why I'm
fine.
asking if we roll for it.
You can see Fargus just twist his head like an owl whenever he needs it to be.
Oh, I hate it when it's like this. I hate it when it likes. Oh.
It just requires a little bit of adjustment. Maybe you should twist your hands.
So as you
No.
look back into the tavern room itself from the kitchen that you're in now, you see that there are indeed people walking around the tables this time, but they are walking around the ceiling.
Our ceiling or their ceiling?
You're basically your ceiling, like it's as if they haven't noticed you, and you're on the ceiling looking at them, and they're walking
good.
around what would be the normal floor.
Fargus is pretty tall. Like, would he just like meet eyes with some of them?
And they don't seem to see you. They seem to just look past you as if they don't see you. And the tavern, the more you kind of look through, the busier the tavern seems to get.
It's bizarre.
Move on, perhaps? Wait, how are we going to
Do
reach the
we-
trapdoor?
Do we want to try the door and not the trapdoor this time to see what happens?
Maybe.
That sounds reasonable.
Okay,
Will we try that?
alright, sure.
We'll go for the door instead.
Yes, I'm so hopeless at puzzles, so I hope you guys are picking up the slack now.
Okay, so you're going through the door, like the door opposite the door you usually come in, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. You open the door, and again, there's a swirling portal. You sort of climb
okay.
your way up and through it. This time you find yourself in... It's like a sort of quite large library.
Ooh, different
But
place.
once again, it is on the ceiling, and you're standing on the floor.
This is some sort of program.
Okay, book
Different,
place.
at least.
Okay, describe it again, sorry?
It's basically like a quite a large and in-depth looking library, but once again, it's inverted for where you are. You are standing on what would be the ceiling, and there are the occasional person walking around the floor, which was your ceiling. You know what I mean with this. But yes, they're walking around normally as if there's no problem with this. As you're sort of staring up at these people walking around, someone being able to attach to their floor.
Can we reach a bookshelf?
Yes.
I'll take a book.
Okay. You open the book. It just looks like scribbles to you.
I had a dream like this once. Actually, all dreams, really. Like, yeah.
What other doors are there in the room?
You look around. There doesn't even appear to be any doors. Even the door you came in has seemed to have disappeared.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Can I use tracking again?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going. Does anyone have any writing stuff on them?
No.
Nope.
I do have literacy, but
It
don't
wouldn't
write.
matter anyway.
Uh,
It would be absorbed by the fade, because unless you're constantly with it, it's gonna.
Is that the same roll as before? It is. Lol.
yeah, I was just going to write in the book a little bit.
Okay.
What, Fergus was here? Actually, don't answer that.
Fergus was ear.
Fergus was here.
You look around for sort of markings of anything that gives you sort of any kind of tracking. You don't see anything at all.
Great.
At this point, you hear a very distinctive blonde, there's a blonde female who you see off to the corner over there, and she starts throwing her head back and laughing in a very thick Tevinter accent.
Okay.
That's a very familiar accent over there. Standing out a little bit. looking at the rest of the people walking about up on the ceiling, is there any rhyme or reason to anything that they're doing? Like,
No,
are they just walking or pacing about? Are they picking things up?
They're walking about, taking books, flicking to pages, seeming to sort of go, then closing the book again, putting it back, and then just walking around,
They're so
snaking
lucky.
around the bookshelves to another shelf, and then just doing the same thing.
Looks like book people stuff to me.
Is it like a pattern? Like they're like NPCs just wandering from point to point in a set motion.
You observe them for a couple of minutes. They seem to be completely at random. They don't seem to follow a pattern.
Okay, focusing in on the one that started laughing then, is there anything unique about their clothing or anything about the way that they appear?
They are dressed in relative finery. When you look at her, there's a memory of something comes back to you. She's maybe not like a mentor, but like a teacher or something similar. You have met this person before, but you have no idea where from. But it does have that kind of, I remember you. You were sort of the sort of stern sort of education, I guess, role of some kind.
Looking up then and pointing at them. I know that one. I know her from somewhere back in school days. I can't quite place it, but
Do you need a closer look?
what do you have in mind?
He picks you up and then tosses you up like a baby.
Oh
Okay.
God.
And he tries to look close.
That's going to be a hard landing.
Catch him! Catch him!
Yeah,
Catch him!
he runs and like places himself under him as like a big old throw pillow.
That's not catching him!
You throw up, you smack into this person, you knock them flying, and they land on the ground with a very painful sounding thud. Wraith keeps going and just lands on the ground himself.
I would have wanted to roll for that, but alright.
Can I have tried to have grabbed the person as
Yes.
I got close enough?
Do a roll. Let's see what happens with this.
What am I rolling against?
Roll your strength.
Can I roll my strength to help?
Well, you threw
You're
him.
too
so
far away, surely.
Not so good.
You
Eight.
grab this person like around the waist, so upside down around the waist as you go past. You hold them for about 3-4 seconds. All it does is just mean that their fall is just from a higher angle. So you kind of grab them and pull them up with you as you fall down, and then they fall free of your grasp and landing with a very, very hard thud on the ground.
I was really fascinated to see if that had gone right. Would we have stayed in the middle of the room, just hovering in midair?
That's why I wanted to roll.
Maybe.
That's why I wanted to roll and see. Oh.
At this
Never know.
point, several of the those who were consulting books run over and start trying to help this person up.
Oh yeah,
And
they just fell over.
she goes, "Get off me! Get off me! I get off me! I don't want anything to do with you! You!" And she just points at a random elf and goes, "Tonight, I will take my vengeance out on you." And then starts walking out the room storming out the room very angrily.
Oh, dear.
Where are they going if they're leaving the room?
They storm up to what looks like behind a bookcase and then seem to disappear.
Ah, there we
Yes!
go.
Fargus
Got the way out.
win!
Well
Dusting
done.
off then. Well, I guess that was worth it.
Are you all right, Ray?
Have you fallen back up to the ceiling, as it were?
Yeah, he's now on the floor with the rest of you. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
You
a
know
different
exactly.
word for this.
That's duo
Clean.
racing
Clean.
Fargus!
Clean.
Yeah.
Oh well, is there a way we can climb up to where they went? Did anybody see exactly?
You can
Without being
climb.
thrown.
You
I'm
can
gonna
definitely
glare at
climb
Chris.
one of the bookshelves.
Yeah. We'll just use the books.
How's Juniper doing in all this?
Oh yeah, switch to Juniper?
Juniper
I'll be
is
back in a
currently.
second.
Cuts to Juniper. Juniper is currently cleaning herself, and the more she does it, the more she just. There's a sort of dust film developing over her that is quite annoying to clean off, and it's getting a bit annoying. It's actually beginning to get to her.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
She's licking, like, leggy up in the air, and then very occasionally just hissing at nothing.
hissing at the dust.
The other day, she fell off the cat tree, bounced off the table, bounced off the chair that I'm currently sitting on, landed on the floor, ran to the front of the room, and just stood there hissing at me for 5 minutes.
It was
my
your
fault. You did this! I'm there pissing myself laughing like you're the one that fell.
Oh,
It's all your fault.
I do love with cats when it's so they do something, you laugh for them, and then they immediately think you must have done it because you're laughing.
Yeah, basically.
Oh dear. So I think Amy's be right back. That's fine. We'll just wait.
Yeah.
We'll just carry on for a minute.
Did Juniper be able to manifest stuff in the voids last time?
Juniper's since Juniper arrived in the void, which was a very sort of sudden
I
arrival.
can do magic.
Yeah, she can't do magic, so she's basically just like in a small room that occasionally gets randomly bigger and smaller depending how it feels like showing up every time she sleeps. Just being a cat is quite a lot.
I like to imagine it's like a spooky ethereal forest she's in, you know, but with walls.
Alright. So are you climbing up to behind this bookcase then?
Yes.
Okay. So you climb up behind this bookcase, and again, there's a very... It would easily be hidden, shimmering portal. And as you go through this, you walk into quite a large room where... once again, everyone is on... Like, everyone's flipped over from you. But there are a bunch of people... they're training for combat. And some of them are, you know, with sort of swords fighting, just sort of armored dummies. And some of them are shooting arrows, some of them are basically just practicing magic. In the middle of the group, you see a quite slightly fat-looking Ravanian who goes, "All of you, come on, get it better. You can all do better than this. Yes. If I'm going to be stuck here for eternity, I'm going to train you all better."
Is this someone we've met?
He looks very familiar to Ruth Wraith and Fergus.
Oh.
He's the one that we stabbed with the fake tiger, isn't it?
Oh yeah, when we stole all these
yeah.
weapons.
He
when
is,
we
yes.
stole these weapons and stuff.
So he's he's on our ceiling, so he can't see us.
No one, even the past room, even though, you know, you interacted effectively with one of them, they didn't see you.
I suppose we know what happens to people that get stabbed with that dagger now. We'll have to make sure that Juniper's very careful from now on. Quite.
I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
We can try, I suppose.
All right.
Good joke.
Well, looking around, is there any routes in and out?
At the back corner, you notice that there is quite a large sort of tome lying open, and immediately the two mages amongst you notice that there is something quite intriguing about it that you would probably want to go investigate further.
Okay. Shall go and investigate the book.
I'm still waiting to see when the baker's outfit walks out.
I think you're just gonna have that for fun.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Ruth's gonna cautiously eye the tome.
For where
See
you
if there's-
are, it seems to be written in a very old Tevinter script.
Ah, he's not gonna be able to read that
Okay.
then.
Squinting up at it, is there anything familiar about it? Like,
I could try to roll to see if I know the winter script.
If Wraith rolls literacy.
I could roll literacy as well. Always much.
Sure. If you roll literacy as well, you will have a slightly more disadvantage to it, considering the language it's in.
That's entirely fair. That's a +2.
19.
19.
Yeah, I don't know much.
Fergus just starts tracing it with his sort of feather in the air, and he just gets so distracted by how curly the letters are. He just starts doing spirals in the air with his finger, and he gets lost just doing that instead.
Useful.
Wraith reads that it seems to be a sort of intertome about this portion of the Fade. It mentions containment is to the left, behind the statue, and the feasting hall is to the right. And as you look round, you only see a door to the right at the moment.
Well, it's well contained, whatever it is.
We could do with a bit closer look at that book. I managed to glean just a little bit about this room. It seems that somebody's been here before.
Vargas makes a motion to open his hands to you.
Oh, I don't know if I want to be thrown a second time, and looking to the rest of the group, hopefully. Anybody else feeling daring?
He turns to Anna.
Not particularly.
He doesn't even bother with Ruth. He knows that she'll say no. He'll say no.
Well, we could all give you a lift, Fergus.
Woo!
And again, looking to the rest of the group, like, please, don't make him throw me.
Yes. Why don't you take a turn? I'll even help.
And then, wait, and then Vargas pauses. Can I just turn into a giraffe?
You can if you want.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Roll your intelligence. Right, roll your. Is it magic? Yeah, intelligence is magic in this. Yeah, roll intelligence.
Are we pressed for anything really?
No.
Well, all right. Oh wait, we're using magic in the Fate. That's probably a not good thing.
You go giraffe, 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 giraffe. You shrink to the size of a small dog.
Maybe not this time.
Useful.
Ooh, I could be a great petting zoo exhibit.
The thought for another time when we get out of here. Perhaps turn back and we'll give you a lift.
Okay, I shift back.
All right, do another roll to shift back.
Oh no! I can see why I shouldn't use magic in the Fade. 16. Okay, we're good.
You shift back to yourself. You are basically the front half of you is yourself, but you seem to have centaur legs now.
That's new.
So much for throwing him up in the air.
Anna is just looking at you, just be like, this is the Grey Wardens. This is the Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens aren't what they used to be.
He picks up Wraith again and puts him on his centaur back legs.
Okay.
So Wraith's now standing on this quite tall horse.
Yeah. End up on it then. Can I reach up high enough?
Yes.
Wraith being quite tall, I suppose.
Yes. You pick up the book. As you pull the book towards you, you feel that the gravity wants the book to fall towards the roof.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have more weight on our side.
Yeah, you can pull the book down, but the book does feel like if you let go, it would fall upwards.
Okay, pulling it down then and getting back down to ground level. Oh, this thing's trying to get away from me. Who's got a strong grip?
I've probably got a reasonable grip.
Why don't we all just yank?
Well,
We'll just like grab a leg. I'll grab one leg. Anna can grab the other leg, and we'll just pull.
Yeah.
Okay.
All together now.
So you pull Wraith back down. The book. You hold the book in his grasp while he flicks through the book. It does seem to detail. It seems to be a Tevinter mage going through the Fade, describing what he's found.
Ooh, useful.
Looking more closely at the page that was open describing this room, is there anything more detailed about this second route that doesn't appear to be visible right now?
It just says go around the statue 3 times.
Okay.
And it might appear. Oh.
Yes. Well, they're going around the statue on the ceiling, though. Do you think it'll count if we stand here as we are and kind of orient ourselves around it?
I mean, if it doesn't, we can probably just retrace our steps and try
We
and
need to
find
try.
this. find this room in the normal orientation.
I've got an idea.
But we
Okay,
might cross over again. We might be able to find a cross point where we can ride ourselves.
So the trapdoor makes us go upside down, and also lets us take alternative paths out of the same doors that would have been circled around.
Yeah, this is why I'm thinking that we'll be able to cross back over at some stage.
So yeah, so we need to find a way to flip back up while not in the tavern. Yeah.
Yeah. So we might find one in like a midpoint, so we could
there is
try
that
and go
other-
round.
Okay, we
There's
go
no
around.
harm in trying.
There is the route that's open already, so perhaps we start there, and maybe if we get lucky, there'll be a trapdoor. Perhaps we can retrace our steps straight back into this room. But
Is there anything in the book that talks about going upside down and stuff like that? Actually,
Roll intelligence. See what we can find.
Wraith. Go, Bone Daddy.
Nice.
So here's a precise map in order to find cats in the fade.
You basically find that it mentions the uncovering of trapdoors, and trapdoors do just flip you from being flip your which basically where you're able to walk.
Specifically trapdoors.
Yeah.
Your orientation.
Trapdoor. Yeah, your orientation.
Is it always floor to ceiling, or is it sometimes walls?
What's the correct?
It
That's a
does
good
mention
question.
that there are some on walls, but then everything goes into like mirror realm nonsense, and that just gets confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah.
flicking through those pages, or let's hope it doesn't get this complicated. My mind's spinning as it is.
I'll be right back, Arthur.
Yep, sure.
All right then, let's go around the statue 3 times, just in case we can do it this way. And
Yes,
if not, we'll wander back.
You go around the statue. There is a strange sort of tingling sensation for all of you, and then you basically find that you've gone through a room. You find yourself in a long, dark corridor with rooms going off on either side.
Hmm.
All right.
Is there
Okay.
any sound like down?
Are we?
corridor?
What orientation are we? Are we on the ceiling or are we on the ground?
You are still in the ceiling.
Still on the ceiling. Okay.
If in chat you mean the wonderful Eden above here, yes he does. He streams over at Monkey Magic Eden.
I do.
You magic monkey.
Okay. Okay.
Is there any sounds or anything down this corridor that we can hear?
You hear various noises coming from all the doors along here. And all of them seem to be quite old, quite thick, heavy doors.
Okay.
Hmm.
We just try one random.
Fargus knocks on one.
Oh, actually, that's a good shout. Actually.
You knock on the first one. You hear a Lord, Maker.
Yep. Next.
I am here. I am ready. Take me, please. I am ready.
You sound like you have a lot of issues and you need to walk those out. Move on to the
Maker,
next door.
I've been here for millennia, waiting. Don't leave me.
Yeah, leaves him. Knocks on the next door.
Next door again, you hear a very kind of very thick Antivan accent where it's like, hello?
Hello!
Are you come to finish the job, you pig? Get in here, I will cut you to ribbons myself.
I see you're having a bad time. I'll leave you to it. Walks on.
No!
And then he knocks on the third door.
On the third door, you hear a very confused sounding, nope, you're not real, I'm not listening.
Yeah, I'm not real, and you're not risking. I get that. Bye!
Yep.
She moves on.
Yep, you're all in my head, you're not real, nope.
Does it follow this pattern for the next 2 doors?
For the next about 5-6 doors, you again have a sort of confused sounding people. When you get to like the 9th or 10th door down, you chap on the door and hear a strange meep come from the other side.
Oh.
A yeep.
Seem to have found our way behind the scenes of this prison. That was very familiar.
Let's check that door.
Okay, Fargus yanks it open.
Okay, you yank it open and you see, in front of you, you see Juniper in full foot straight in the air cleaning herself.
Judy!
Wow, that went so much easier.
You get a tangle of fucking legs in
Ruth
a
is,
horrific
like,
spider pose for a second, like running over.
Yeah. Ruth is just like, Fruity!
As Junie sort of jumps into Ruth's arms, you see another version of Ruth appear at the back side of the room saying, Junie, no! Come back here!
Don't listen to it, Judy. It's a
Ruse.
it's a demon. We're in the Fade. We came to find you.
Which roof is a real roof?
I'm the real one. Idiot.
You fool!
There are some very
What's
confused
the other roof?
looks.
Okay, that's a good comparison. What about you, other roof?
At this point, the other Ruth turns to Fergus and goes, Well, I know you have all the right answers, Fergus. I always know you say the right thing.
Oh, fuck off!
And Fargus goes like, I like you, and then punches it.
As you punch it, it just dust just appears from everywhere, and that version of Ruth just disappears, and the same clothes Ruth's wearing now just fall to the floor, land in a small
I could have
pile.
never punched the real roof. I found the imposter.
Now he's yes, but that means the demon's alerted to our presence. It knows we're here.
It did before.
Well, it might have thought we was playing with its food, but now it knows. Now we've got Junie out.
Ah.
We might as well have rung the bell.
Ooh.
Yes, I feel a confrontation brewing.
Right, let's try and get out of here as quickly as possible without going to any more attention. Unlikely as that seems.
Okay.
Do we just trace our steps back, do you think?
If we could.
We'll be lucky to if this thing's going to let us out as easily as that, I feel. But there's nothing for it.
We either go straight through or back.
Did we don't even have an exit back in the tavern we originated in as a thing. So how do we get out of the Fade once we get in?
We're going to have to kill a demon.
Oh, just like that.
So it's good that I punched it.
That was not really it. That was more of a spectre of it.
That was a good start.
Well, perhaps there's nothing for it then but to carry on down this corridor and see where it leads.
Knowing on demons, they'll play with us for a little while. I bet you will find a dead end or something. And then all of a sudden he'll pop out and be like, ha! You thought I had your trick. They're all the same. Demons.
Very unimaginative. I'm going to raise an eyebrow.
At this point, you hear a loud sniff from behind you, and you turn around to see another version of Ruth again sniffing. Say, you think we're all the same?
Oh, Christ.
Ah,
Wait, hang on. What's a law-appropriate version of that?
Maker's breath.
Maker's breath.
Wow,
Yes,
I'm seeing a lot of
we do.
skies to move today. I feel some
Maker's
treasures.
balls.
Well, it depends really, because Ruth's Dalish, so he would be his own gods. Wraith could be the old gods and the Chantry.
Fargus is godless.
Yeah, he is.
Anna could be Chantry or pagan for all he wants to be.
Sure.
Sure, I'm not bothered.
Do you believe in the Maker? No.
We live, die. Who the fuck cares?
I'm not even going to cast Magic Eye because I'm like,
You're just toying with us. Demon, why don't you show yourself properly?
At this point, the version of Ruth that's sobbing into its hands stops, looks at you and goes, do you not wonder what you could make of yourself if you tried? You could have been so much better. What would our mother say?
Yes, what would our mother say? I've heard this all before. Yes, and what about our father? Yes, wonderful elf he was. No.
Well, he
I'm
tried.
perfectly fine
He
as I
tried
am.
his best.
Did he now?
Well, look at our brother.
Not my brother.
Just tilts
As
his head
lovely as
towards
this
you, looks
family
at you.
reunion is, can we
This is more like a
move it
therapy
along a bit?
session. Looks more like a therapy session. He needed to get this out for a while.
At this
Don't talk
point,
to
there's
Ruth
a
about
sort
his
of
dad.
there's a sort of like head to toe shum, and the smoke kind of covered the roof, and then sort of what's left behind is another version of Anna, who looks at Anna and goes, I mean, you could have been so much better if you tried.
Yeah, probably.
How about we just kill ourselves? That'd be best, wouldn't it?
I mean, you can try, but you're not gonna do very well, are you? We all know it's true.
You're right. We're,
How depressing a demon. Oof.
we're useless. We wouldn't get anywhere.
Well, I don't know.
We're so useless, aren't we, Anna? We can't do anything, can we, Anna?
You're right. You can't.
No.
Why don't you just give up?
I know, Anna.
Can't
Why
get
don't we
anywhere
just
in
give up?
life.
Why
This was-
don't we just give up?
I don't know why you haven't given up, to be honest. You're just so slow sometimes
I know,
to understand
know.
the
You
situation
take
you're
so
in.
long to get anywhere. Always looking for orders, never taking initiative. I mean, it's terrible.
That's what my ex said as well.
Was that in character or not?
Oh yeah, that's in character.
To be sure.
Should we be here for this? I'm feeling a little...
No, it's fine. The awkwardness is pleasurable. Are you quite finished now, love? Come on, we've got places to be. You might be stuck in the past, but not everyone. I pick my nails.
You sort of, the version of Anna sort of tilts his head at you again, looking a little confused, then steps backwards to the corner of the room and seems to disappear into shadow.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
Oh, is it my turn?
Go. No, please God, no.
At this point, you hear cheering coming from all around you, and the multicolored Ferguses from earlier all start reappearing and running towards Fergus.
Let's get out of here quickly.
Right,
Please.
yeah. Where is the exit?
I think
Should I
the
roll
demon
tracking
is.
again?
I think the demon didn't mean to do that. It was just happened.
Yeah, it's completely incidental.
We need to confront this demon, and that way we'll be able to get out of here.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
everybody, get your buddy. Just like he holds hands with them, leads them out. Like,
There's now this long string of hand-holding Ferguses of various colours and sizes.
God.
Fergus, leave them alone! Just leave them there!
oh,
Tell them to go home!
I think they already are home. Well, what kind of guests here?
At this point, the first one goes, "That's right. Join us, Fergus. We could be Fergus together. Aren't that right, Fergus?" And all the rest of the ones go, "Yes, Fergus."
All the Fergus is going, yeah, Fergus. You know what, Fergus? I think you're a great chap. Well, Fergus, what a lovely idea. That's a great idea.
Cult of Fergus!
Oh, we could totally do the cult of Fergus. That would work.
Oh, that's great, guys. But like, you know what Fergus is meant to be, right?
They all just sort of go, "What's that, Fergus?"
We're like Fergus the Falcon. We're supposed to be everywhere. We should be finding kids and giving birthday parties and teaching math and
Birthday
letters
parties.
and much.
We know what birthday parties need. And they do sort of finger guns at Ruth. And at this point, you just turn round, and as you watch into distance, once again the topless elves are back. Running towards Ruth.
I'm going to.
Get away.
I would like to roll tracking, please. See if I
for
can work out where the demon is.
Okay, roll.
Hey, how-
That's wrong channel.
why don't you come with us? Like, we're going outside, and that's
So-
probably a really bad idea that Fargus is...
While
saying.
Anna is desperately looking around for a solution, and Wraith is just still studying the book. Ruth has currently got one hand over his face, while there's topless male elves, and basically replicas of Fergus dancing with each other all around, singing "Happy Birthday."
This is his nightmare.
Yeah, it seems
His
like it. doesn't it?
his ears are like beetroot red, and he's like he's trying to sink into his layers as like much as possible, like pulling his hood over, just like no
He
god.
can't decide whether he's embarrassed or fucking pissed. Like, the mix of Fargus
He's
and
like,
Hot Elf.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
At this point, Anna notices a trapdoor on the roof.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, right. Fergus's, how about you make yourself useful and make us a nice little human Fergus pyramid up to that trapdoor?
All right, Farguses, let's go. Just like it's kind of like a cheerleader clap, and then everybody get to it.
Okay.
That kind of
So
thing.
the Ferguses are now all on top of each
A
other.
flock of fur guy.
Hey, Fargus is a fun guy.
Hey.
So as you look at this Fergus pyramid in front of you, what are you going to do with it?
Oh, climb up it.
You put your first foot in, your foot slowly sinks into the middle of
Of the
Fergus.
Fergus.
Fergus's very soft, fluffy body.
Is it like sink as in tar pit or just sink in?
Sink is in
Shit.
like a really big beanbag.
Can
Okay.
I cast a ray of frost?
I'd like to get out of the way first.
Yes. If you all get out the way first, if you'll all move, I'm going to try something, and if it doesn't work, Wraith, you're up.
Okay.
Right, roll.
16.
60. Are you casting it on the pyramid?
I'm casting it like going up to like, or is it because the trapdoor's up
Okay.
up there?
The trapdoor's up there.
Fargus is
You have this,
helping.
So I've, like,
you have this
tried-
nice long sheet of ice
Right.
leading down from the trapdoor.
God damn it!
I'm gonna say that looks like it's harder now.
Yes.
Okay,
And just like
got-
stab into it.
I got an idea. Hey, Farguses! Do
They're all
this!
frozen solid.
And then I turn into a mountain goat.
Alright, roll.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah.
22. You turn into a sort of centaur-sized mountain goat.
Yeah. And I did that to encourage them to do the same.
Okay. All of them seem to take your hint to transform. They don't know what to transform into, so there's a menagerie of every kind of different animal now.
Oh god.
Okay, how many have horns?
Only 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
Is it enough to grab hold of? To haul ourselves up?
Maybe.
Okay, what I planned to do was just take them by the horns and then shove them into the ice. Like ice picks.
Ah, make a ladder out of horns. Okay.
Yeah. It's more like I use the horns as ice picks and then we use their body to just climb up the ice pile.
I was thinking we were just gonna ride the goats because they can climb mountains.
That'd be too
You
easy.
slam them. You slam the 3 or 4 of them with horns into the ice. Some of them do land horns first. Some of them just land, slide on, and just very pathetically slide down the ice again.
You should just mention that we could ride them if they're that big enough to rise. Because Vargas is just doing his own thing. He needs input.
We're just like,
I was just gonna use daggers and climb.
but okay.
Oh, I forgot we actually had weapons.
Yep.
I've just been having so much fun this way.
Yeah,
We noticed.
right, let's go.
ambly climb over these goats as best we can.
So you climb up after about a short span of some comedic climbing. You get to the trapdoor on the roof. As you pull through, you basically find yourself in the exact same room you're in now, only you're on the floor again.
That's
Well, that's a start.
right.
Okay, so is there normal doors out of here at all?
The doors seem to keep going on forever and ever from what you can see the direction.
Okay, is the Fargus has come with us?
Demon. We're just gonna create
Some of the
noise.
Ferguses have come with you. The ones that could jump through the portal have come with you. The rest haven't. So there's maybe 3 or 4 Ferguses. The elves are still there, still singing Happy Birthday.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, so should we just go rapidly knock on the doors until we find something as an exit?
I don't think
That's
There's
probably
much
not going to
point.
happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think there's much point knocking on the doors because the demon can just jump on to the next door. He's not gonna. We need to probably just carry on down the corridor because eventually it's gonna pop up because we're wandering around. We could just open doors as we go past and let people out and just continue to create havoc.
That sounds like it would get from a lot to pissed really quickly.
Yeah.
As we're wandering about, with Wraith kind of having kept his nose in the book, is there anything about the demon that runs this place and perhaps an interaction that the mage that wrote this book might have had with it? Anything like that?
Yes. He mentions several times that the deal he made with the demon was incredibly bad decision on his part.
You think?
Okay.
He mentions that the ringing of a bell would summon the demon.
Ah.
Anyone got any
I
bells
think I finally
handy?
found something. Juniper, I don't suppose you made any kind of deal with something? It says that the person that wrote this book here, they made a deal and it was a bad idea. That might be how they ended up in this place. But the other thing is that if we ring a bell, then that will call the demon.
She looks at you with big luminous eyes and really sincerely says, I wasn't listening.
Oh dear.
Should I be?
You can talk?
Well, when all's said and done, you'll hopefully be all right. But in future, yes, you definitely need to listen, especially when a big scary monster's trying to make some kind of deal with you.
I didn't know she could talk. Could she talk? I've been out of the loop for a bit. What?
Say it again.
He wasn't listening.
Oh, okay.
And yes, Juniper can talk.
I
He
just,
just
never.
doesn't need to very often.
Exactly.
She chooses
It's
not
mostly
to.
just actions and little mews, and then occasionally it's like really sweet little words.
Oh,
And also
I think-
murder.
I think she's just talking now because she spent however long in the fade at this point.
And also she's been directly asked a question.
Yeah.
Right, well, has anybody got a bell about themselves?
Oh yeah, I always carry a bell around on me.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't hurt to ask.
I think I mentioned that I did before.
Can I roll to have a random convenient bell just tucked away?
Juniper's got one, and that's...
I don't know.
If you not
Juniper
got
has
one on like a
first, we'll roll
collar.
that.
Okay, Juniper has a roll.
That's very offensive.
I think it was like episode 2 I had bells in.
Yeah, I think she.
Did you carry that with you in the fades with your daggers?
Almost
Yeah, it would still.
certainly.
It would whatever she has on her would still be, manifested in the fade.
Oh, good, because we stuck the dagger on our paw.
It's the dream version though, so it's not actually gonna have it's the willpower that does the damage.
Right.
If Juniper's got a bell, then we should probably brace ourselves. You think this
Alright.
room's a good place to start a fight?
We probably could do with more space.
Oh, maybe we.
Juniper heard the word bell and is already ringing it.
Okay.
Oh shit!
It's a bit late now.
Juniper rings the bell. A couple of seconds later, a quite mustachioed human appears in a butler outfit, going, "My lord."
No, they'd like to speak to the demon, please.
He bows a little bit, then he sort of bows down his arm, lifts up a cloche, and reveals a small contract written out very neatly in front. "What would you like, my lord, to find you?"
No, I'd like to speak to him directly.
"We need a preferable agreement before he will clarify."
Well, we're going to talk about an agreement that you have with one of our friends. We'd like to dissolve that agreement.
"Oh, I'm afraid that's quite out of the question."
Well, I'm not in the mood.
"Well,
Right.
we're not into that right now either."
Wraith stiffens up and steps forward and goes, "I think you'll find I'm a lawyer. And you're going to get your master, because we've had many dealings with contracts."
"A lawyer, you say?" He closes the
Yes.
cloche and reopens it, revealing freshly baked bread.
Well, you know.
Bread.
Even in the Fade, they know the customs. Except the bread. Well, as you're clearly going to go through with the ritual of this, your master. Now.
"Oh, I suppose." And he just puts the cloche away. He
Okay.
sort of bows and sort of again disappears in smoke. And about maybe 30 seconds later, there's the sound of something quite large approaching. The sensation all around you is it's getting colder.
I don't like that.
Hand
I'm
on
going
that
to
kind of-
grab my crossbow and get ready.
Fargus like pulls out his mauls and like he elbows the other Farguses to do the same.
If it's colder, then I'm automatically switching to my fire staff.
I'm surprised you don't have that out all the time, honestly.
No,
offense.
Ruth has an ice staff and a fire staff.
Why would you, Ruth, ever use an ice staff though? You know?
Because he specializes in cold and healing.
Yeah, goddamn, he does. Always
Yeah.
freezing.
Gets out the maul and like elbows the
I
other
know
Farguses
cold.
to do the same.
Okay.
And so will you.
All the Ferguses start drawing similar hammers of various comedy sizes.
Oh god.
After about another 2 or 3 minutes, from the ground rises up this quite large, multi-limbed creature with a quite large, very full-teethed mouth and single eye. It looks down and goes, "Yes.
I'm gonna say,
What do you want?"
God damn, you're an ugly git, aren't you?
"Well, you've not been very polite to me, so I think I will not agree."
Is it a terror demon?
It looks... It could be.
Is it the spindly one that jumps up and down like a?
No, this is sort of... It's kind of like it's bloated, like its stomach is a massive mouth.
Okay.
Okay, is it possible to sneak around without the demon knowing?
You could
What,
sneak
your
around. All the
brightly
Ferguses will
coloured
follow you.
cells?
Yeah, I just kind of want to, since the Farguses are all kind of laid otherwise, Fargus himself just kind of like sneaks a little to the left around.
Shuffle.
Shuffle.
Just a little shuffle.
The demon just looks toward, like, one eye just moves very slowly towards all the Fergus.
As the eye's turning, Wraith steps forward and goes, "Yes, we're here concerning this one's fate," and points at Juniper. "You've tricked an innocent into a contract they had no idea what they were signing up for.
The
And I won't
eye
stand for it."
The eye snaps back towards you and he goes, "I have not got any deal with such a creature.
That's
if
good
you
then.
wish to make one, I am more than happy to arrange it.
No, we just came to pick her up. We're leaving now.
I mean,
Alright.
haven't
Why are
you
you holding
always
her?
wanted?" And his hands go up and this very, very beautiful gold-plated knife just appears in the hands in front of it.
I thought you were gonna turn around. And he was gonna turn around and gesture to the dancing happy birthday elves.
And I'm sure that a price could be arranged for such a beautiful weapon.
Junie, come on, let's go home.
Yes, open a portal and let us out of here. If you've got no hold on this girl, then there's no reason to be holding us at all.
Well,
Out of interest, Lore Master, what happens to something you would use a Fade Dagger on if they are already in the Fade? Nothing? Anything?
It's only willpower that matters. I don't think.
Yeah,
like,
it probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, Junie has like enough willpower to like stab something to kill it. I don't think she has enough willpower to push something into the fades.
Oh, it's already in the
Out of the Fade.
Out of the oh wait,
With
well,
a Fade Dagger. Anti-Fade.
whatever the magical effects of the Fade Dagger is, I don't think she can manifest the willpower to exhaust it.
I mean, I imagine it would be like two negatives meeting, because it's in the realm of where.
Does that mean we could just force the demon out into the regular world by Fade Daggering it?
That's
in the
probably
Fade?
bad.
Yeah,
probably
but that's bad. You don't want demons in the real world.
It's against the rules.
Well, it's not against it's the amount of damage that they can do, and they can possess people and then go
then you gotta
like
chop 'em up.
slither off into the because they can possess normal regular people and mages.
Just
But
as a
mages are
question.
the ones that can carry them out of the Fade. So it would have
Right.
to be either me or Wraith that carries them out of
yeah.
the Fade.
Rem-
That would require us having a deal with the demon.
Remind me, we're meant to kill this demon, right?
Well, if he's not going to deal over, because Junie has magic, she has the ability to be possessed. But because she hasn't done a deal with him, she's just been trapped by him. He doesn't have any real control over it. So if we can escape him, we don't have to kill him. We don't have to fight him, but
Okay.
escape or fight.
Yeah.
But we ain't there yet.
Can I roll tracking again?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. Ooh, that's alright.
Yeah, it's alright.
You notice that there is a lot of more foot traffic going to a certain door on the wall. A certain door on like the third or fourth door down from where you are on the left. As you sort of seem to be looking at this, you just hear a,
What are you doing? I wouldn't advise that. Especially when you could just make a beautiful deal now for this pristine golden dagger with all of its wonderful jewels.
No, thank you.
I'd just like to take a moment to say that voice acting, though.
Yeah.
No.
I think Juniper has just been quiet the whole time because I know you can't RP as anything else but mine.
Can I roll to try and nick the dagger off of him?
Oh!
Can't help yourself.
Okay,
Am I rolling
Fingers
Can I-
crossed.
Can I
stealth?
assist?
yeah, roll stealth.
Can I assist with the stealth roll?
By
Distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got so many Farguses behind me, I think I'm a good distraction.
Sure, roll distraction. Just roll a normal d20. Let's see where this goes.
So is it 1d20 plus 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 16 on the distraction.
It's slash roll, and the little box should pop up, and then you can just put d20 plus 5.
I've got a 16 on the distraction.
Okay.
Fargus like does a shuffle dance with other Fargus. It's 1d20.
I'll see if I
Why
can do it.
is-
This
Why does this dice bot absolutely hate me?
I think it's just you, but yeah.
The dice
you go.
bot did nothing. Can she roll with advantage since I got a good...
Yeah.
I got 12.
Okay. Despite all the Ferguses dancing and the eyeball following, then the eyeball snaps back to see the dagger has disappeared, and Junie's just holding it in front of her. Like,
This is not good.
Wonderful. I hope you enjoy your new weapon.
Oh no.
Okay.
I didn't piss him off.
Okay.
It's bad.
I told you, She doesn't understand. This is not a deal. Juniper, what are you doing? Give the thing its dagger back.
It was a.
We need to get out of here.
It was
We
a
need to
very
go.
fine deal of this.
He shows a contract to you that basically just says everything is mine in exchange for the dagger.
I'm
Good
going
idea.
to
Can I stab him with the dagger?
You can, yes.
no, stab the contract with the dagger. Surely, that's the
stab
legally.
it.
No, it might count as signing it.
Oh yeah, I'd like
Roll-
to as Juniper is charging into action, I'd like to heft a poison dart and lob it at its single eye. as well.
Vargas, did Vargas shuffle it?
Let's see how Juniper gets on with this roll first of all.
The agility.
Yep.
Please. Please, we can't lose our mascot after coming this way.
Come on, Dicebot. Be nice to me.
Everybody
11.
ready
There's
to...
a Juniper just basically just does what Juniper does and just looks down at the dagger and just stabs the demon in the side. The demon slowly starts deflating, and you just hear,
Thank you. I'll be seeing you later.
Vargas, wants to just slam in a deflating corpse. Quickly.
everything around you begins to start crumbling.
I'm lobbing that poison dart right the hell now.
That's going to do anything.
No, it's not, but it'll make me feel better.
Run! Everybody run!
A good point. Vargas goes hey, beat up on that thing, and then quickly runs off.
Well,
So
Fergus
all the Ferguses are hitting this deflated corpse.
For a guy,
For
perhaps.
a guy,
I'll
yes.
never forget you.
Alright, everything around you is crumbling. Walls are tumbling down. The
grab
the
Junie's
roof is
hand.
falling. Everything is just crumbling around you all.
Let's go! Exit! Exit!
Let's go!
Okay. Should I?
Are we just trying the nearest door then?
Yeah, I thought we had an exit.
We did,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah, so we're
You found one.
We're just
You
heading
had,
to
a,
that.
you had a door that had more foot traffic to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just going towards that.
You kick the
bolt
door
for that
open. Inside is the tavern you were at before.
Okay.
Okay.
This is good.
Is it
Step
falling
forward.
apart?
You walk into the tavern you were in before. Again, it's back to the first one where there was the fabricant behind the bar.
Okay. Back out through the tavern door, and then we come to the dwarven door. Dwarven bartender, and then we get whatever's in the chest of that kitchen.
Something like that.
If that's what you want.
That's all
I thought I was just going to go to the door that we originally came through. That's where I was going.
I don't think there was a
First
door. I don't
No,
think
but the portal that we came through to get into the place, I assume would still be there.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's easy.
That's where Ruth's going.
Let's
I
go.
just
That's
thought it was
easier.
gone.
You fling open that door, and there's a shimmery blue portal.
Ooh,
There we go.
that looks hopeful.
Right.
You all
Have we got
pick up-
everybody?
You all jump through the blue portal. You all basically land in a very painful heap on the other side.
Right, where
All
are
the
we? How
mages
much
are-
time has passed?
All the mages around you are looking absolutely exhausted. And Evan is there. He walks in and goes, "Well, is that you all out?"
Judy? Judy?
How many of us are there?
How
Is
many
everyone here?
Yeah.
did the Vargas follow us?
There are all 5 of you. There's no one else.
Whew.
No,
Okay,
Fergus is.
right.
I mean, sorry, Fergus, but
And the two of the mages at the side just collapse in exhaustion as the portal closes behind you.
I'm
Thank you,
gonna hold
everybody.
up
Well
my-
done.
My very shiny thing and be like, scary thing.
You hold up the dagger. The dagger is engraved deeply with very thick Tevinter runes. Even Wraith just glaring at it gets a genuine sense of terror from it.
Oh,
Well, I
Julius,
hate
what have
that.
you done? Looking at those runes, is there anything familiar about, can I read them in any way?
There's basically just it's almost how do I describe? It's very, very, very ancient Tevinter script, and there's literally it's literally like a sort of end of world bringing dagger.
Oh, good.
There's many
Just what
things
we need.
mentioned, including famine, death, starvation. Lots of sort of lovely to winter things that people will talk about, but it's written in so many lines and lines and lines and lines of like, it's basically like hundreds of ways to die written around it, and they glow in various rainbow colours the longer you look at the dagger.
It's just a random kill table. Wherever Juniper stabs with this dagger, we roll it a 1d100.
It's not far off.
Okay, we need to make a 1d100 stab table.
Staring at it in horror, then just right. Juniper, you must never use this. This is a very powerful relic from an ancient time. There's no telling what it'll do. It might not even kill a man. It may empower them, bring a demon forth. That thing laughed as it disappeared. So
He didn't get sad.
No, he didn't. I think you released him.
At this point,
He gets sad.
At this point, Juniper just hears. Only Juniper hears.
Come find me. I'm in the countryside. The
Not
air
listening.
is sweet.
I don't listen.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay.
It's just gonna look at Lorraine and be like,
Oh no.
very concerning.
Okay, this could go one or two ways. Very bad, or oops, Demon made a contract with a cat. He's not gonna get shit done.
I'm gonna probably.
First time this has happened.
I'm going to assume very bad.
I'm gonna assume very bad.
I'm assuming very, very bad. Hey! Oh man, that was great! Like, we should go in the fate again!
No, no.
We've got Juniper back. That's enough of that.
Oh!
So at this point, Yevon comes over and goes, "Well, you got it back. That's good. There's been some strange developments while you've been in. Go get some rest. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. But weird shit's going down."
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It never ends.
Yeah. I like that Vargas, they didn't even try with Vargas. I still choose to believe that was just a random rift thing. Vargas is being spawned. It wasn't actually the demon doing much.
So, on that note, does anyone have anything else they wish to add before we wind up for today?
You mean in character?
Either in character or person, up to yourself.
Okay.
Did
Nah,
did
I was...
the book come back with me? Sorry.
Yes.
It did.
You have a massive Tevinter tome. It's literally about kind of like a phone book size.
Damn.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay,
And it talks a lot about
Spending
the
time
fade.
studying that then.
Okay, I'm going to... Can I make one roll to see if a Vargas was brought back with me? It's a shape-shifting roll to see if one of them turned into something small enough to hitch a ride.
Okay.
I hope not.
I just want one more Vargas singularity before... it's up to you if an 18 is enough.
An 18, you sort of ruffle your feathers a bit and you feel something isn't a bit right, and you sort of stuff your hands into your sort of stuffing, and
Yeah, I have a
you
bacon
just
belt.
feel, as you put your hand in, you just feel there's quite a lot of things in here. And as you sort of look down, you just see that it just looks like hundreds and thousands of little Ferguses just inside you.
Okay, Vargas, I go...
He's
like,
spawning.
yeah, nobody notices this.
No one else
and,
notices this, no.
and Vargas goes, like twiddles his fingers, like...
So, you're now full of small magical versions of yourself.
I was the one kid. Okay, Vargas just like folds it back up his feathers and goes like, "Yeah, this has been a great day," and he'll release that at a later date.
Oh.
All right. Well,
I'll just add that mini Vargases in weapons or inventory.
inventory is probably.
For now.
I'm gonna say like a various amount of Ferguses, just to keep the number ambiguous.
A nest of Ferguses.
Oh, a nest! I love
All right. Well, we're on to the end of stream stuff. So yes, if you'd like, hope you enjoy the tale we've just ran, and if you'd like to get some cheap math rocks, otherwise known as fantastic dice, you can get some at dndice.co.uk. You can use Penance RPG and get I think it's 10% off D&D Dice. And if you want to have something fun like the Deck of Many Things, Deck of Wonder, all that kind of weird shit you can augment your game with, gemhammer.com has Penance RPG 20% off. So yes, use either of them, get some money off, enjoy yourself, some more gaming, because everyone doing more gaming is better. So yes, our next streams will be tomorrow is Mr. Greg doing Verlasting Tales, I believe.
Yes.
Tuesday is Deep Rock, and then some indie horror with myself, Mr. Tom, and Zeph and Maybe Meow.
Nice.
Wednesday is Rat Run, which is proving to be absolute carnage recently, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Thursday is more indie horror. Friday is Satisfactory, again with Mr. Tom, Mr. Zeph. And then afterwards there might be something, it hasn't been in the last few weeks, but people have just been ill. And then next Saturday will hopefully be the return of the Seamless LARP. I say this now as it's not going to happen. It'd be nice if it did. Yeah, and then next Sunday will be Dark Tide. So yeah, there's stuff on almost every day with us. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, if you hit us followed. Enjoy this stuff, hit follow, helps us out. If you want to do more than that, you can always sub. Massively helps us out. So yes, thank you everyone for today. We will raid someone. God, why is Darren playing Max Payne? Oh fuck it. I think we need to.
That's a classic.
I think we need to go raid Darren. Alright. Well, we will do that. But yes, thank you once again, folks. We wish you all the best of the rest of the weekend. And we're gonna go watch a very confused bald man probably talk at us for the next 45 minutes. But yeah. Much love, folks. Take care. Catch you next time. Good night.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.